Hello, this is Nindy Kerr from Nindy's Creative Corner. We are going to make a card base with dies today. Actually, we're going to make two card bases with dies. And we'll be using the meant to be hexagon dies. You can use any large die shape you want for a card base. Anyway, let's get started. We will make one like this. This time we'll be using Night of Navy and Basic White. And let's get started with die cutting. We do need these at half size. So we'll cut them at both at 5.5 by 8.5. We'll be using the meant to be dies, and we'll use the largest one, largest hexagon die. And this time we will just be cutting the shapes without any folds or anything. So just line it up. I'm using plates 1, 2, and 2/3. And because I'm doing two sheets, we'll go back. Now you'll notice you will get a little thin frame in each color. This happens with each of the hexagon dies. Oh, let's see, now we're going to do our inner die, and we will choose the middle one, and we will cut this from both white and Designer Series paper. Okay, that should work fine. As long as we have it up enough. Oops, I guess we're going to have to do it this way. And we'll just get it close to the top. Oops, I would move it. If you hear noise, it's my husband trimming the bushes out front. And again, we'll go back. Okay, we'll take the large white one and line up a flat edge with the top of our paper trimmer, and we'll have this point go over to the 1/2 inch mark, and we will score. I guess I swiped to my bone folder again. Alrighty, there, and it's all folded now. So we'll use this, and then we will get where'd the Designer Series paper one go? I was looking for blue, not yellow. We'll put blue on, and then we'll put the little frame on. I like the little frames. Now the trick is to glue on your large piece first, and then the frame, because otherwise the frame stretches. And line up the points and try to center them. Okay, there we go. And then start at one edge and get it right next to the cardstock. Then do the next two sides and get them right next, and then the rest goes down really easily. And we'll do, I'm just stamping hello this time. And I'm using the Everyday Arches. You can use whatever you want. And I'm stamping with Secrecy, which is a really dark blue, but I've been using it instead of black lately. And we'll just quickly fussy cut it. I guess I should have brought Stampin' Dimensionals in, but I didn't, so we'll glue it. Okay, now we'll get our white part. And we'll fold it both ways so we can decide later how we want it. And just put glue on the little scored triangle. And then just line it up. That's why the glue is so good, is you can move it around a little bit. And then just press down. And there you go. It's opened. Okay, let's do our second one. Okay, for our second way to make a card base using die cuts is we'll take a regular card base, and here's the fold. We'll again take our extra large die, and we will put it so the edge of the die is not quite touching the fold. And I think I want to take this one. I'm using Post-it, label, and cover-up tape. So I think we will tape it just and I guess straighten it. You want that little hint of a line between the two. Okay, there we go. And I guess we'll just switch where the plates go. I'm not up to having a certain one for the top or bottom. They keep getting switched all the time, so. And then we'll go again, because we're still going through 2 layers of cardstock on most of it. And if there's any residue, just wipe it off with your fingers. It comes off really easily. And yay! It's shaped with a fold. Now if your die has stitches, you may not like the look of most of it having stitches, except for where the fold is. So that's up to you how you do that. So we will be using our same smaller die again. And this time we'll be using Old Olive as the backing. Let's see, let's get the flowers we want. I really like that flower. Yeah, not very conservative on paper, but it's just paper. I didn't clean it out last time. I know there are some release holes here. Well, this isn't my normal kind of toothpick. Usually like the round ones better. Okay, here we go. Okay, and we'll put it together the same as we did before. Pretty paper on first, and then the edge. And make sure where your fold is. And again, try to get it centered. And make sure, yeah, that's where the fold line is. And now let's do our frame. And again, start at one point, get it close to the cardstock. I guess make sure it's centered. Now, this one will stand up with the fold up here. So see how the fold is kind of different. And with this, you'll have lots of other pieces to use on another project. We will now use Old Olive ink. And we'll just stamp saying hello. We'll put it closer to the edge this time. And again, fussy cut it. You can use a die or whatever you want, but for quickness. And do hello down here. So you now know two ways to use a die cut to make your card. One where you cut two separate pieces and one where you cut on the fold. So have fun experimenting with the dies you have. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one thing that might be helpful is when you mail it in an envelope, put a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 sheet of cardstock. That will help stabilize it and keep it from getting bent. Thanks for watching. Bye.